So today I would like to talk about off-site events in local communities, and it's all about upgrading your experience. When it comes to building communities, at some point, if they believe in you as their leader, the community will become a bit obsessed with following you and standing up for you. No matter how good your project is, no matter how good your product is. And this is dangerous because they can become a bit disillusional. So if you're going through a change with your product or your service, and people will come and will give you constructive feedback. The problem is, if your community is blindly following you, they will try to defend you. And this creates chaos. And we don't want in our communities members that are all about unicorns gonna be unicorns, right? So we want to make sure that everybody that is part of your community brings value, and that you're also offering value to your own community. And the way to do is to step out of your comfort zone, right? Because comfort is never good. Comfort is not fun, comfort is not engaging, comfort does not bring potential unknown hidden value. So how we do that? And I'll have my first use case today is how I built a community for freelancers for 6 years. I was a freelancer myself 6 years ago, so I got the idea from Elance that they were looking for ambassadors, and I joined them. And then as the platform merged with Odesk, it created Upwork. So I decided to stay committed to what I believed in. And I believed if a community is growing online, that's good. But I've always missed having an interaction with other people because I was a freelancer. So I didn't have much contact with the outside world. I didn't know who my colleagues were when I was working on projects. It was always one-man show, jack of all trades. So when I got the opportunity to prove that I could build an offline community, I jumped right into it. And I did it in a way that it was fun. I did it in a way that it was not just fun, but I was educating people. Because most of the community members I had were new, or they were experienced, but their social skills were not that great, or they were not public speakers. They didn't know how to talk to their clients. They were losing so much on the social side, but also on the business side. So the first thing I realized is I needed to create a space for them, because people will find comfort in a space. And while this was outside of my comfort zone as a leader to create a space for them, it was their comfort zone to feel like they're part of a family, like they are part of something, and most importantly, to feel that they have purpose. Because, like we've seen in the presentations earlier, to have purpose is something that every member wants. Because if they don't believe they have a purpose in your community, they will not engage. They will be a number, they will not be a name, right? We want them to be a name, we want them to be a personality, we want them to be an individual. So what I like to do is, I like to introduce fun in everything I do. And by fun and passion, so I've experimented a lot with conferences where I would bring a bunch of people in. I would highlight the most important people in that community, people who had something to say, and I gave them as much power as possible to speak up. And this was something that generated a lot of traction, a lot of engagement. People started hearing that in their respective cities something was happening, and they were amazed because 6 years ago we didn't have that many offline events for online communities, for online products. So this was something new for them, especially we did it in Bucharest in Romania. So again, it was okay, we can network, we can talk to each other. But I also wanted to make it fun. So I realized that while people were learning, so I was able to educate them as my community with conferences, some similar to this one, others smaller, like 50 people or 100 people, I realized that people were not having fun because they were entering and they were sitting. And myself and my guests, we were speaking. And that was it. They would go home, maybe with an idea of what to do, but they would not connect with anyone. And my purpose was to connect them. So what I did is I didn't just put myself outside of my comfort zone, but I put them outside of their comfort zone. So I started organizing cooking classes. This is us rebranded into Upwork 2015 in my friend's restaurant that had an open kitchen. I contacted her and I said, listen, I need to borrow your kitchen. Actually, I need to borrow your whole restaurant. We gotta cook something for real. Okay. So what we did is we spent 6 hours together in which we cooked Italian cuisine. We made these people, they're top-rated freelancers. That means they're earning a full-time income on the platform. They've been doing it for at least 2-3 years, and they're not looking at anything else apart from meeting other top-rated freelancers and maybe working together. They were not there to learn, they had plenty of experience themselves. They were just there to network. And for them to network was to make friends. So what we did is we cooked antipasta, pasta, and dessert. And they also had to wash dishes, clean tables, water flowers, and serve other customers in the restaurant. And this gave them not just the fun part, but they learned what other people were doing for their own business, because a restaurant is business. And then I learned that food always brings people together. And not just in the part of you do a conference and then you have a coffee break. No, actually making your own food and putting sweat in and participating. Then I realized that that was not enough to make them befriend each other, because, okay, they would meet each other, they would create friendships, but my duty as a leader and as a community voice was to make them meet each other again and again and again. So I used the company's money to organize Christmas parties. And this was the second edition. So every year, same place, same time, which allowed me to understand that doing something on a regular basis and defining the space and adding personality to the space was of great benefit to the community itself. So this is them. Some of them, you recognize them from here, but this is them. This is a space where they engage with each other, they create friendships, maybe they can work together. I have my theme. My theme for the Christmas parties are always, you are your own secret Santa. So you have to bring a present for your fellow freelancer. That would work for you, but it would also work for the other person, independent of gender. So I made them work, I made them participate. They're not just a guest in my event, they are part of it. And I made it family friendly. So you can bring your own kid, because in my community I had parents. And for example, she was a single mom. And I wanted her to connect with other people. I wanted her to feel included, not excluded because, you know, she had a family to take care of and couldn't just party and have fun. Use case number 2. This is recent. This is related to blockchain. I spent 1 year in 45 countries and all my crypto money, all my savings, to go to every possible country to understand how people use blockchain, how they're building their communities, and what are they missing and what are they lacking. And after this whole trip, I decided, okay, time to go to Bangkok. In Bangkok, my first time in Asia was in March. And in Bangkok, in March, I knew nobody and I hated the city. Then I got back to Bangkok in May for a conference. And I started to like it, but I only knew 2 people. And then I knew I was coming back to Bangkok in late August, and I said, that's it, I want to test something. So I created a Telegram group using my knowledge from before. It's called Crypto Launch BKK. You're welcome to check it out. It's real. And I went from 0 members to 100 plus. Now I think we're 126 today, in 20 days. What I did is I went to every single group on Telegram where I was part of, and I said, I'm creating a crypto launch group where I want people to share a meal with me and just talk about crypto, blockchain, businesses. It's no pitching, no, I'm not looking to get funds from you, I'm doing an ICO, but that's not my purpose here. I just want to connect because that's important. And so I distributed my message throughout Telegram, which created kind of a bubble effect because people started talking about it and started networking. And this was our first meetup. So I had Laura from them, Artemix, Soma, Chris, Joel, and Phil. I didn't know any of them personally before, but they liked the idea because I created a space where people started to talk and share common ideas. And they are already collaborating between each other. They're already working together. The second week, I said, okay, we gotta do it again. So I created another lunch. And I had a couple of people more, including a VC, including someone who is building an exchange, and so on. This week, I'm not in Bangkok, and it's gonna be a couple of months till I get back. They're doing another lunch without me, which is good because that means the community can survive without its leader, without its creator. And this is something that we call it fully decentralized, I think, in blockchain. So they're doing things without an authority, without the in blockchain. Another use case. So I talked about the past and the present, and I want to talk about the future. And the future is one of the projects that I'm involved in because I believe healthcare should be affordable for everyone. But most importantly, I used, as a type 1 diabetic, I used social media platforms to learn more about my medical condition and to connect with other people. So when the guys from Aimedis approached me and said, well, we're building something, I jumped in. I didn't even think about it. I was like, okay, I'm in. So today I just want to share a bit about the patient community that is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is the part, this is the space we're creating. Besides the mother company and all the functionalities and whatever, this is the space. Patients sharing knowledge with other patients with no authority, no company stepping in and saying, this is how you do it and we want to sell our services and so on. Patients rewarding each other for the knowledge they share. Patients educating each other. Community and value generated inside the community. And specifically in healthcare, it is important because people get sick all the time. People get diagnosed with conditions they are not aware of. And it's so much noise online, so much noise everywhere we go. So we have no real idea what's right, what's wrong, what's truth, and what is a lie. So bringing the patient experience into healthcare and helping patients connect with other patients, this is something that I want in my future and in my people's future. And it will happen. Because whatever you do, you always give 100%, unless you're donating blood, right? You can reach out to me here or online. I'm very excited. I think the next step that I will do with the space for patients will be to take them offline, to meet each other, to bring the joy of the communities that I've built until this point, to bring the joy in their lives, and to tell them that it's okay, and you can, even if you have a medical condition, you can live with it. You can live with it, and you can share it with the world, and you can make it your force, and it doesn't have to limit you. And also tell them that it's okay, we're one big family, because communities are about one big family. Thank you so much.